Hi guys, this is my second episode of English Gag Gag by me, Rudy. I've been doing some traveling in Malaysia for a business trip for 3 days there. I was dealing with two Malaysian guy, Aaron and Giles. We were corresponding and telling where we are going to discuss and have some meeting at the town, which is this town. At first, I didn't know how to pronounce this word because there is not such many interesting, searching on the internet, for the Thai internet. So what I did find out about the name, which I want to know is just the pronunciation of it. It is like this, Petaling Jaya, or maybe it can be like Petaling Jaya. I'm really not sure of how, but I believe that it's not going to be Petaling Jaya or Petaling Jaya because in English there should be some stresses in the word. So I asked them, how do you guys pronounce this word? So they said it's Petaling Jaya. This is how they pronounce it. Petaling Jaya, which is so different from Petaling Jaya or Petaling Jaya. So every time when you see words in English, just have to make sure that you're pronouncing it correctly. Okay, I arrived there in the evening, so we went for a dinner somewhere out in Sunway Shopping Mall. We started to discuss, not about work, but just talking about a branch or a campus. He was asking, do you know that there's an Australian university here, which is a campus called Monash University in Malaysia, which is a campus from Australia. And I said, no, sorry, I haven't heard of Monash, but I have heard of Monarch. Monarch University, which is maybe like from Switzerland or something. So this is what I showed them. I showed them that. Do you mean for the Monash? Is it this one which you were talking about? And absolutely no, they said they're not talking about this one because I asked them because I thought that maybe they pronounce it wrong, like Monash or Monarch. I'm not sure, because I used to have an experience before going through what is Monash or what is Monarch. I used to talk about the CH, this sound. It can be the ch sound, but in the same time, it can be the k sound as well. Like, for example, stomach. You don't say stomach, right? You say stomach, which is an organ of the digestive system. I had one story why I thought that they might say it wrong because I used to teach science to one of my students, and I was asking, hey, which chapter are you up to? And she said now she's learning the chemical changes. The chemical changes. The chemical. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it at the first time. It was chemical changes, but she said chemical changes, which is very totally different from chemical changes. So yeah, they said that. Of course, I do. I'm an English teacher like you, so I say monarch as well. And actually, in Malaysia, they speak Malaysian, Bahasa Malaysian, English, some Chinese, and also Tamil for migrated people from India. And yeah, so this is the name of the university that they were talking about. Of course, this is, I'm not sure is it Monash or Monash, but because I haven't heard of this word before. I don't know is the stress on the first syllable or the second syllable. But yeah, sure, this is Monash. You got to use the sh sound. Okay, so then we went next to the next topic. And I mean, not the next topic. I was like asking them back that, hey, if somebody asks you, like, um, I am studying now the chemical changes. Can you imagine what subject is that or what are they learning? And they said they have no idea. They've never heard like anyone saying chemical changes. And but when I said, yeah, this is why I misunderstood that you might pronounce it wrong because most of the Thai people, when they see the CH letter, they pronounce it as the ch sound. So they don't, sometimes they don't know that it can also be the k sound. Okay, so now I am teaching the Thai who is watching my YouTube, there is the k sound as well. And also some of the Thai alphabets, when they combine it together, it can also make it to be another sound as well in the other way around. Uh-huh. Now we're to the next topic. We were all Christian. It was so glad to meet. I mean, God led us the way for us to meet each other. So there was one question that I really misunderstood. He asked, "What church are you?" In my head at that time, I was like, "Hey, why are you asking what church I am or which church do I go?" Because if you know the answer anyway, you're not gonna know it because it's in Thailand and it's not in Bangkok. It's not a famous one. But okay, yeah, I did answer. I did answer that. Yeah, it's called the Sacred Heart Church, Catholic Church, and that's the only one church in my hometown. But then later on, when I answered the name, the Sacred Heart Catholic Church, they said, no, 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 no. I mean Protestants or Catholic Church. Which one are you? So, yeah, I got the point at that time. You're asking about the denomination. So, this word should be combined in the question to make it have a very clear understanding. Yeah. So, totally together, put the word denomination into the question. Okay, I'm gonna write this word down first because normally Thai people they pronounce it like denomination. I'll say it again, denomination. They like to put like a high rising tone at the last syllable, denomination. But for this one, you got to remember that the stress is not at the chun, it's at the nay. So when you pronounce it, you got to say denomination. Again, you got to say denomination, not denomination. Okay, so back to the whole sentence. It should be like, what is the denomination of your church? Okay, say it again. What is the denomination of your church? Yeah, and that recalls me something that I used to ask one of my German friends. Like I asked her, "Are things in China cheap?" And she asked back to me like, "Hey, what is cheap? What do you mean cheap?" And it's a kind of question that I misunderstood. But what is cheap and what do you mean cheap is the correct answer that can be understood in two ways. Yeah, the details about this I talked already in episode 1. And it was like, okay, so the answer would be I was like, hey, what do you mean cheap? Okay, I told her low price. Of course, $5 is cheap, and like $100 is expensive. And she said, of course, I know. I'm a German teacher in the university, so why don't I understand your question? Okay, these are some cases that English can be misunderstood or figured out in another way. So remember this word, denomination, yeah, is used to ask these kind of questions. I am going to finishing this up for my episode 2, but it's not all done yet. This is just the first part. So please wait for my next part of episode 2 on tour in Malaysia. Thanks for watching. Bye.